Yo. Alright, back with another recap of UFC Mexico. Kavanagh versus Moreno. We back with another recap of a card that by some miracle actually happened, and it was pretty good. I would say easily the best card of the year so far, and that says more about 2026 as a whole so far, more than the card itself. That's for you to decide. But I enjoyed it. It's the card I'm leaving so far this year with the most. Okay, yeah, can't complain too much. It's fun, simple. Like, it was not saved by the main event like two other cards this year. And it's actually pretty solid overall. Of course, there was flaws with it. I'm not gonna be a fucking liar. But, yeah, it was fun. Way better than not way better. I think this is about the ceiling I would have expected for it. And it was fine. Again, I can't really complain too much because, again, compared to what else we had this year, this is a fucking upgrade from 325, from fucking 324 last week. So, I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. Man, it's funny, the card that everyone shit on actually turned out to be really fun. I think people can just admit they had no idea who most of the people on the card were. And that's why they shit on it, which is fine if you just admit that instead of trying to, the card sucked, grr. Be honest. Yeah, just be honest with me. You didn't know anyone on the card, so you called it shit. Okay, yeah, I knew it. I knew everyone on the card, pretty much, and I told you it could be decent. And who was right? Me. For the rare time I'm ever actually correct. So, there you go. But, yeah, I had no issues with the card. Few bad fights. More times than not on this card, the fight was either a finish or decent. And, I enjoyed it, so I'm going to recap it, which is something I've not said many times so far this year. And, let's talk about what happened. We had 13 fights, everyone made weight, and no one fucking fainted. First successful weigh-ins of the year so far. And, yeah, let's see what happened in Mexico City on this beginning of March or end of February when everything's going to shit. We still have fights, and it's a miracle this card happened, so let's enjoy it. Talk about it, shall we? Another thing to say before we do is, of course, as always, please like, comment, and subscribe. 200 goal by the end of 2026. As always, I'm going to say something which I don't believe I am. I talked about the card and the normal YouTube bullshit. And the only thing left to talk about now is the recap of said card. So let's do just that. You ready? I know I am. 13 fights, UFC Mexico Recap. I'll begin. Beginning with the first fight of the night, the double debut battle, which I get why people might not be a fan of a double debut battle, because they might not know who these guys are. But I thought this fight was fine on paper, and that should be decent execution. As we had in the first fight of the night, the double debut battle, Aruba versus America. And that's a fucking statement. So, hey, Aruba got the win here. And we had to start the night in Mexico with a bang. Damian Pinos versus Wes Schultz. Yeah, I called this one pretty on the goddamn nose. For the 2.5 minutes this fight went, Aruba beat the shit out of Elias Theodoro. American Elias Theodoro. He does look just like him. I think he's the worst fighter than Theodoro. Theodoro is actually decent. Wes Schultz is not. He got his ass beat here. Pinos dropped him twice, showed some grappling. It's actually really decent grappling. One more knockdown ended the fight, and that was that. Yeah, really calling that a fight's kind of pathetic, because Schultz did nothing. He got punched a few times, fell down, failed at grappling, and lost. So, great. yeah, this was as one-sided as predicted. Pinas is actually a pretty solid prospect who could have a high ceiling. Wes Schultz is not. Wes Schultz is a below-average jobber whose whole job is what you saw here, lose to actual decent fighters. So that's what he did. He did a really damn good job at it. Yeah, not really competitive at all. 3 knockdowns. All on the same part of the cage, and I think it was the same punch on most of them. Showed some grappling. Can't have a much more perfect debut than that. What more can you really ask for? So, yeah, pretty basic, simple, exactly as expected, and fun way to start the night. So, that's about the fight. Let's talk about the fight. The first winner of the night, Damian Pinas, moving to 9-1, and about to be 24 years old, getting his first UFC win here. Yeah, this kid's interesting. This kid is definitely an interesting one. Really should be undefeated at 10-0, showing for a fucking DQ, but, you know, that's what it is. Yeah, he's kind of decent, and to be honest, as crazy as it might sound, you might be able to make a case for him already being better than a Diva Gutierrez, because he showed more than a Diva here. He showed he actually does know how to grapple a bit. He fucking has really good, well, not really good, but he knows how to stop, takedown, grapple a bit. He looked decent. Do we know what his cardio's like? No. Do we know how he takes punches? No. But to show a bit of grappling versus a guy who is, I'll give Schultz that, he's an okay grappler. That was a bit impressive, and obviously we already knew his striking and power was good, so to add a bit more onto that, still have not seen a lot from him, because we've only seen him fight now for, under 4.5 minutes or whatever, but still, looked good, got an easy win, didn't really break a sweat, took no damage, and turn around real quick. What else can you really ask for? Really good debut by Pinas. Can't really go much better than that. 3 knockdowns and a win on top of it. Good stuff. What more can I really say? So, I was most impressed with the bit of grappling he showed, defensively at least, and kid's a really interesting prospect in this division. Let's see how far he can go, how he develops. And then for the loser here, the jobber, was Schultz, already doing a really good job in his new role of being a UFC jobber, taking his first L here. Yeah, this is going to be his UFC career. He'll either do 2 more of these and get cut, or maybe he'll get a bone in there and fight like Cedricus Dumas or Cody Brundage, which will be a win and then lose again. I don't think him being long for the UFC. I see him maybe at best going 1-3. If not 0-3 and be gone by like this time, like middle of next year. He's not that good. He's a piss poor striker. His grappling's okay, but he was the lesser. he was either just not that good at grappling here, or Pinas is just that goddamn strong. Who knows? And yeah, he got his ass beat here. What more can I say? Yeah, expected. That's just what his UFC career is gonna be, is a below average jobber. And yeah, good job, was. What can I really say? So simple. That being said, the only thing left to be said is, who should I fight next? Our first fight, usually I don't do for debutants, and you're not going to get many on this card, but Pinas I do have an idea for. Yeah, I gotta do it this week, because they're not in these rankings yet, so, But, yeah, my idea for Pinas, the rare debut fight idea would be, where is he's really low down here. I think him and Jordan Santos would make sense. It's a step up against someone who's pretty terrible, but again, a step up. And, yeah, would be another easy win for Pinas against a little more of an experienced guy. And, yeah, I think it makes sense, so do it. Again, it's a step up from Schultz, but not by too much. Obviously, you can't send them down to one of these tomato cans, and you're not going to send them up to anyone actually decent. So, yeah, let's have him fight Jordan Santos, get an easy win there, and go from there. So, build him up slowly. He's only 24 years old, and that was his, 10th career fight, and, Yeah, let him beat to Jordan, get win number 11, and go from there. Pretty basic idea. So, there you go. And then, obviously, for White Schultz, I'm not gonna give White Schultz a fight idea, because I don't fucking know or care. Feed him to either someone who needs a win, like, I don't know, Cesar Almeida, or I'm just throwing the name out there, or give him a bone, let him fight goddamn, Ryan Loader, or some shit. Whichever way you want to go with Schultz, it's probably going to be a way I don't really care about, and, yeah, pretty basic there, so, simple. And, yeah, that's really about all to say of this fight. Easy win for Pinos, as expected, as predicted. Again, I was not an idiot who fell for the Wes Schultz idea of pick him, he's a good underdog. No, he isn't. I get Pinos is unproven, but Schultz is proven to be not good. And, I got proven again here, so easy debut win for Pinos, easy perfect to start the night. And who should they fight next? For Pinos, I think him and Jordan Santos would make a lot of sense. Would be a step up, but not too much. Would be an easy win. And yeah, hopefully you can get that booked pretty quickly because Pinos took no damage here. So maybe April? Maybe throw him on 327 since that Prado fight was bullshit. So I don't know. Just throwing ideas out there. Looked good. Got the win. White Schultz. We'll see what they do with him, who they feed him to, or maybe they throw him a bone. And, yeah, not really too much else to say there. Pinos is a really intriguing prospect. Maybe already better than Adiba Gutierrez, because he knows more than throw punch really hard. And, yeah, pretty basic. Easy, quick finish, start the night. Always good to start the night with that. And, yeah, not really much else to say there. Good way to start the card with the Pinos. After that, we get our second fight of the night and our second quick beating of the night, going second shorter than the Pinos fight. I didn't even notice that till right now. At 2 minutes 29 seconds and 2 minutes and 30 seconds. We had in our second fight of the night and our second quick first round finish of the night and my second perfect of the night. And I told y'all about this one. This is the one of the picks I was really proud about. As we had in our second fight of the night in the featherweight division, the first of the few day returns on the card, and most of them went pretty terrible. As we had in our second fight of the night, Francis Marshall versus Eric Silva. I guess it was a bit more competitive than the Pinos fight, but that's not saying a lot. Still a quick finish. The fight started, Eric Silva threw a nice spinning heel kick that did connect decent enough, but Marshall didn't go down. And then, yeah, it's pretty much over from there. Marshall shot a double leg, got him down, got on his back, eventually locked up the rear naked choke, and Silva tapped, and that was that. I fucking told y'all submission, man. The least pick thing. I had that weird feeling, and I got it. Thank you. I'll take that. Yeah, there's not much to say there. An easy win's an easy win. Nice spinning heel kick by Silva. I'll give him that. That was really nice. But did nothing outside of that. Got taken down with ease and submitted. There's for sure a skill gap and even more of an age gap here. And, yeah, not a good start for the returning guy. Somehow, would I say Eric did the worst of the four? Yeah. Well, yeah, probably. So, what does that tell you? And, yeah, pretty basic there. So, let's talk about fighters. It's not really much of a fight to goddamn recap. To talk about the winner here, Francis Marshall, not getting screwed over by the judges for once, moving to 9-3, even though he should be 11-1, 3-3 now in UFC, getting his first submission win since 2022, which is actually how he used to win fights the most often. Yeah, dude is really decent. What can I say? This fight didn't change anything about Marshall. We already knew he was solid. He still beat Myron and Gomez. And he's a solid fighter. What more can I really say? I think he's easily a top 30, 35 guy in the division. And he's pretty young too, 26. So yeah, he's young, getting better. this dude could get better and better, so, like, his wins are weak, unless you add Myron and William, which are weak wins, but better. And, yeah, this was kind of the UFC throwing Francis a bone, saying, our apologies for that bullshit against Myron. Here's a free win. He took it and got it. And, yeah, not really much else to say there. No, this didn't change anything with Marshall at all. He beat up a guy he should have beat up easily. Got him out there even quicker. What more can I say? Yeah, happy to not see him getting robbed for once. And then for the opponent here, the loser of the fight, the old man Eric Silva, falling to 0-3 in the UFC at 38, soon to be 39 years old. 39 in what, a week? Yeah, your time to cut him. The first of a few names on the chopping block, maybe the least important one. Yeah, it's time to cut him. He won the contract and he deserved it, and then has went 0-3, getting finished in all three and being inactive amongst those. That fight every 2 years is not really ideal. He's getting older. He hasn't shown anything really impressive in these wins or in these losses as well. And yeah, so I just cut him. What can I say? So, not a good signing. Didn't work out, but what can you do? Yeah, cut him. Pretty basic. There's not much else to say there. With that being said, the only thing left to say now is who's fight next for Francis Marshall. I actually have a really intriguing idea that I hope they do, because it would be a really deserving big step up for Marshall. I'd be down to see him fight Morgan Charrier. I think that'd be a very intriguing fight. Charrier not coming off a loss. They would break his streak of winning a fight and fighting a tomato can. I think it'd be a good big fight for Marshall, getting them both 3-3, funny enough. I think it makes sense. Charrier is not really in a great spot right now, coming off of a knockout loss, even if it was against Melky Zayo. Francis should be 11-1 right now, and if he, let's say he beat Myron, which he did, we know what the UFC thinks of Myron. Give Francis the big fight against Charrier. They're gonna go to Paris sometime later in the year. Book him. I think that'd be a good fight. That's a tough one to pick. I'd probably pick Marshall, but that'd be a good one. And yeah, let's run it. I think it'd be a good fight. So do it. Not really much else to say there. That being said, not really too much else to be said. Eric Silva, again, cut him. I don't see any fucking point to giving him another fight when he's about to be 39. Probably not fight for another 2 years. And has shown nothing in the UFC in these losses over 2 years. So, what am I going to really say there? And, yeah, good win. Good easy win for Francis Marshall to get back on track after getting fucked over. And who should he fight next? I think he should get a step up and fight probably the best guy he would have fought at this point of his career, Morgan Charrier. Again, I think it makes sense. He could fight, be maybe a really good win, if not just an understandable loss. And, yeah, let's do it. I think it makes sense, so run it. Alright, much else to say there. Good win for Marshall. Easy win for Marshall. Cut Eric Silva, and, yeah. Not much else to say there. I fucking told y'all submission. Y'all don't listen, man. Y'all don't listen. And, there you go. I'm not happy you didn't get robbed for once. After that, we go to our first decision of the night, but that's not a bad thing for once, because this fight was great. An easy fight of the night. I'm so happy it got it, because it was more than deserved. And what a fight, man. This was a banger. After we had our third fight of the night, our first decision of the night, and man, was it one that I don't think anyone could be upset about going the full 3, because it was a banger. After we had our first female fight of the night in the catchweight, but really flyweight division, we had in our fight of the night, Regina Tarin, or Rahina, how you fucking pronounce it, versus Inestas Karasketa. This was a banger. These two threw leather and had a great fight. That deserved fight of the night. So happy that we got it. Great fight. round 1, Regina landed the better shots, did crack Inesta pretty good, hurt her at one point, a clear round free for Tarin. Round 2, Kiersketa had a really good round 2. I don't know how the judges gave that to Tarin outside of she's a Mexican. I think that was a pretty clear round for Kiersketa. And then round 3, pretty back and forth round. I think it then scored either way. I gave it to Tarin by a hair, but I would be fine if you gave it to Kiersketa. Judges did not. Tarin gets the 29-28 or the stupid 30-27. These are wrong. Kiersketa won round 2 and debatably round 3. Either way, not upset at the decision, and Tarin gets the debut W. Well, instead of judging being blatantly fucking biased and stupid, because again, Kiersketa won round 2 and had a strong case for round 3. If this went to Kiersketa, I would not have been upset at all, because it would have been, it's a 50-50 fight. Tarin gets a really good fight, both looked good, did throw as much as they could in that altitude with the little amount of gas that they had, and it was fun. What can I really say? It was a very fun fight. Again, deserving a fight of the night, one of the best fights of the year so far, definitely going on the fight of the year list, and yeah, it was fun. What more can I really say? So yeah, it definitely, for the first decision of the night, it was not a bad one. And definitely, out of all the decisions on this card, this was easily the best one, because mainly the rest kind of sucked. Only one other one was decent. So, this was fun. Banger. What else can I say? It got fight of the night. It deserved it. These two threw down. Could have won either way. Fun. What more can I say? We'll talk about the winner first. Rahina Tarin, moving to 8-0 at 21 years old, getting her first UFC win here after scheduling to do Muay Thai, and 2 days ago, it's stepping in to win here. Yeah, this was a good signing. She's gonna be good. She's gonna need a little more time to develop and a full camp, but yeah, Tarin's good. I don't know what else I can really say there. That's as simple of a fucking statement as I can give. She's pretty fucking good. Memes aside and why everyone else is a fan of her, she's just actually really talented, and I really think she'd be something interesting in this division that needs a lot, because yeah, Tyso is good. Can she beat Val? Yeah, fucking Carly Dice is good. How far could you go? What, Jamie and Horth? Like, we're really grasping at straws now. We don't got Dakota because they won't make the trade. Tarin could be something. Not saying she will be for sure, but she has the high ceiling of being really good. Gonna need some more time off. I can throw her in there into the top 15 right now because that'd be fucking stupid. So we might do that. But yeah, I'm so fucking excited to see her on a full camp with how good she looked here on no camp in high altitude. And yeah, she's good. She's a great fucking signing. As good as Sofia Montenegro is, yeah, Tarin is probably better. And great fucking win here, great performance, great debut, getting the fight of the night, which deserved. What more can you really say? This was a great signing, and yeah, easily already here. She gets one more good win this year. She could really, I won't be shocked if she's ranked at this time next year, so it's a shallow division. Let's see. And then for the loser here, Inesta Kiersketa. Yeah, another loss in her UFC career that is a bit debatable, and you can kind of chalk up to her being in enemy territory. Not going to robbery, but she was not going to get the nod here ever. Now falling to 2-1, or 1-2 in the UFC. Both losses in enemy territory, and then beat Nicole Kalari in the Apex, and that wasn't even a great performance. Yeah, nothing ain't great. She's fine. She's obviously not one of the worst in the division when you got Juliana Miller and UNC Dubin running around, but she's not that great. Like, Jamie Horth is much fucking better, and Veronica Hardy's much better. So, Inesta's just not the greatest. This one fight a year way of fighting is not working for her, and clearly her style is just not judgy friendly, so we'll see how she bounces back probably next year, and yeah, 6-2-1's not a pretty record, but again, I think she's not awful by any means, but she's never going to do much in this division. Again, it's now a second really fun fight I've seen her had. Again, now Judice was a banger, and now this. She's solid at having fun fights. She's solid at being anything more than that. Not really, but, you know, what more can I really say, so... Just got unlucky here that she was in enemy territory. A lot of other places she might have got the nod, but not here. And see how she bounces back in probably 2027. That being said, the only thing I have to say is, who should I fight next? And sadly, this is the first one I don't think I have one for. The only idea, like I looked at it already, there's A, really no one in the division, and B, if you were gonna give Tyron someone, it would probably be like Teresa Bleda or Veronica Hardy. I think that's too much too soon, and Bleda, I don't hate it if you want to do Tyron and Bleda. Sure, I'm not completely against it, so that's up to the UFC, or maybe do they even go as low as like Juliana Miller or fucking UNC Dubin, which would be a step backwards, but you know, we'll see. Again, it's such a fucking shallow division that it could be fucking anyone, and yeah, we'll see. So not much else to say there. For Nesta, we'll see how she bounces back. I could see her fighting like fucking Juliana Miller or some bullshit, so we'll see. And yeah, not really too much else to say there. Fine fight, not really a very fun fight, not even a fine fight, very fun fight. Fight of the night, again, one of the best fights of the year so far. And yeah, deserved fight of the night. Tarin is a legit prospect. Nesta can have some fun fights. She's not scared to throw down. And yeah, this was a fun fight. So best fight on the card, fight of the night wise. And what more can I say? So sadly, no fight idea unless you want to do Tyron and Bleda. Again, that one's kind of up in the air. And yeah, not much else to say there. Great fight, fight of the night for a reason. Respect to both. Could have went either way. Not much else to say there. Great signing, UFC. Would still like to see Montenegro, but I think we came out okay there. After that, we go to our fourth fight of the night, our second and final fight at featherweight, and this one was a lot. First of, I would say, two pretty insane comebacks on this card. This one a little more, it's a very debatable stoppage. The only fight on the card I think you can really call a debatable stoppage. As we had our fourth fight of the night, a very fun brawl between a debutant and a runk. We had in our fourth fight of the night at featherweight. Before the prelims got a little bit lame, this was definitely a fun one before those. We had Javier Reyes versus Douglas Silva de Andrade. What a fucking comeback by Reyes. He got dropped early in this fight twice. Big right hand, and by Douglas Silva to survive that. Impressive. So Reyes got cracked early and was able to survive. Eventually, not long after, he dropped Andrade and was able to be on top for like maybe 2 minutes or whatever. Landed some shots, but nothing that really would have ended the fight. Douglas went to his stomach to try and just survive the round. But with 1 second left, Herb Dean called the fight. Yeah, I think this was a bad stoppage. I get it, I think, but I don't agree with it. 1 second left. Douglas Silva is not out. He's a tough motherfucker. Should've just let it go, truly, but whatever. I think Reyes would have won anyway, because Douglas looked like he was a bit gassed and bloodied up, so, you know, the fight went bad anyway, but, I don't know, still should have let it go a bit longer, but what can you really say, I guess, so, it is what it is. Not the worst stoppage even this year, I would say, but yeah, definitely not a great one. He's definitely the only one on the card I would call bad. No, actually, that's a lie. Was this worse than the other one? Nah, not really. I think this one was worse, but, yeah, what is what it is. Probably would have won anyway. might even got to finish in round 2. Still sucks, but whatever. And yeah, crazy comeback by Javier. After getting cracked early because he's not good at defending. And not really much else to say there. So fun fight as expected with these two. Fun comeback, and yeah, there you go. To talk about the fighters, it's getting weird how quick I'm going through these, it feels like, but not a lot to say for a lot of them. And to begin with the winner here, Javier Reyes, winning his debut after having the walkout of the night, which was super fun. He did the YMCA, and he got his ass beat till he got the win, luckily. Yeah, I think we kind of see what Javier is going to be, just a fun mid-fighter. You're not gonna be able to fight like you did here and win against guys like Jose Delgado would put him out fucking cold, or a few other unranked guys would as well. So he's not terrible. Obviously, he would beat a lot of guys in this division, but yeah, to have your chin up that high and be lucky to survive, yeah, you're not gonna be able to do that against a lot of guys. So, but got lucky here, got the win. And made a comeback and looked fine doing it, so we'll see if he improves his blocking a bit after this. Dude got good power, good striking, fine grappling. He's pretty well-rounded and well-experienced already. And yeah, good comeback here, good walkout. What more can I really say, so pretty basic. And for the loser here, the old other loss after some time away, Douglas Silva de Andrade, 40 years old, gonna be 41 soon, falling to 7-7 in UFC. I would say you shouldn't cut him yet, mainly because he got fucked over here a bit. Only the second time he's been KO'd in UFC, quote, and really neither of them were real KOs. The Piotr Jan one was a corner stoppage, and this was a back stoppage, so how are those really KOs? Yeah, I think they will cut Douglas. I think it could be a possibility, but I'm gonna say they probably won't and shouldn't yet. I'd say give him at least one more fight, because again, he's only losing to solid fighters, and B, this is a bullshit stoppage, and he looked good right before it, so we'll see if they cut him. I wouldn't be upset, but if they keep him, I think it'd be fair. Kind of the same way I kind of view it the same way how they did Zaleski. If they got welterweight, if they kept him, cool. If they cut him, it sucks, but what can you do? I think Douglas still would beat a lot of guys in this division because he's still pretty decent, hits hard. But again, if they cut him so he can go to GFO or whatever, that wouldn't be the biggest loss in the world. So not a big deal, and see what they do with Unk. There's definitely more cuttable fighters after this card than Unk, though, so see what they do. And yeah, with that being said, the only thing left to say is, who should they fight next? This is another situation where I really didn't find any like top tier fights for Reyes. The only one I thought that was a bit intriguing, him and Jack Jenkins might be fun, but I don't know if they want to do that to Reyes already. So that would be an intriguing one. I wouldn't be against, but we'll see. We'll see if they run that, and that could be very intriguing. Or do they give him someone on a lower level? So outside of that, I didn't see much for Reyes at all. For Douglas, again, if they keep him, cool. If they cut him, not upset about it. I would say keep him for another fight, but we'll see. And yeah, not really much else to say here. Fun comeback, fun fight. Not really too bad stoppage, but it happens. And yeah, pretty basic. Not really that much to add. Good comeback and debut for Reyes. We'll see if we get to see Unk. We'll see if this is Unk's last dance in UFC or not. Not really much else to say. Maybe Reyes and Jack Jenkins if they want to run that. I wouldn't be against it, but we'll see. And yeah, not really much else to say there. Fun fight. Last one for a minute. Because then we got two duds back to back. These are definitely the piss breaks of the prelims. One expected, one not a bit expected, but not to this boring level. So let's get into it, beginning with the 5th fight of the night that I told you wouldn't be as one-sided as everyone said it would be. As we had our first of back-to-back duds on prelims, we had in the bantamweight division a fight that was pretty bad between bad fighters, who would have thunk it, as we had Christian Quinones versus Chris Moutinho. Yeah, this fight was pretty lame, to say the very least. Cleared 30-27 Quinones. I was wrong about Moutinho winning a round. Round 1, Quinones pieced him up on the feet. Round 2 and 3, he kind of just grappled him and did the bare minimum to win. 30-27 across the board. Not much else to say there. Yeah, not a whole lot to say here, because I'm not impressed with either of these two. Moutinho, because somehow he's gotten worse than Quinones, because I think he didn't look that good at all. Not a great fight at all. Like, even for someone who did not expect the knockout to happen with picking decision, like, I expected more than this. I expected it to be a bit more like the O'Malley fight, to an extent where he just pieced him up for 3 rounds. Instead, he kind of just cuddled him on the ground, so, I don't know what to really say there. And, yeah, pretty lame fight between very lame fighters, so not really much else to say there. Let's talk about the fighters, I guess. For the winner here, Christian Quinones, getting his first win in fucking 4 years. Yeah, again, I think he did not look that good at all and did the barest of minimums to win. Then again, yeah, did very subpar against Chris Moutinho. That's not a great look. I don't think Quinones is that good at all. I think he's a pretty awful fighter. Probably lose to a lot of the guys in the division. Especially if he performed like this, you won't call it ring rust. Sure, he is the only returning fighter to win. But Jesus Christ, dude, I expect you to look a little bit better than that, but whatever. First one in a while, keeps his job. Sure, did the bare minimum. Good job. For the opponent, Chris Moutinho, well, his second UFC run went about as good as his first, and I think he might have got worse. Yep, caught him, what am I meant to say, 0-4 now. Again, he might have actually gotten worse since his first UFC run. I don't know why you would not try to get better, but you know, I think it might be a mental thing. I got a sports psychologist. Nah, dude, there's no mental issue of why you lose, you just fucking suck. Yeah, he's terrible. Cut him, again, somehow he might have got worse. And, yeah, simple. Should never been brought back to begin with. Pretty fucking self-explanatory idea there. With that being said, not really too much else to be said here. I don't really care to give Quinones a fight idea. A, I couldn't really find a great one anyway, and B, I don't give a fuck when he fights. I guess Garrett Armfield, yeah, remember him? Guess that would make sense if you want to run that, sure. If not, I don't care about Christian Quinones. And, yeah, one more I really meant to say there. Moutinho's still terrible, cut him. Quinones did the bare minimum to win and look halfway fucking... No, he didn't look halfway, he looked pretty terrible. And, yeah, terrible fight. Not even the worst on the card, which is insane. What do you call it, the worst prelim? Yeah, I'd say this is even worse than the next fight. And, yeah, low-level garbage. Both of these guys suck. Moutinho's just pathetic, though. Quinones, who knows if he fights anytime soon again after this, and if he does. Again, I guess Garrett Armfield. I would definitely pick Armfield. We'll see. And, not really much else to say there. So, bad fight, bad fighters. Next, one of them I meant to say, the worst prelim. But man, did this one try and challenge it, and at least this one was expectedly terrible. I thought Quinones fight would be alright. I did not think this fight would be this fucking dreadful. Well, actually, no, I did. I'm lying. I did think it'd be this terrible. Actually, I did not think you could believe this much fucking headline news with the referee. And we had our co-main event in the prelims, our normal prelim top 15 fight, because, yeah, that's normal, and what, you gotta do that every card now. And we had in our co-main event in the prelims, Eileen Perez versus Macy Chasson. At least I expected this fight to be terrible, and it was, obviously it fucking was, but yeah, goddamn, man, Quinones, you let this fight be better, because at least I knew this one would suck. Because, yeah, this fight was terrible, as expected, if there was ever any doubt. In round 1, Chasson did what I was a bit worried she would do, and that's be bigger on the ground, be able to reverse and do better on the ground. She did, winning round 1. But then round 2 and 3 got back to normal. Chasson gassed out pretty badly, and Eileen was able to hold her down and do about fucking nothing, so much that the referee stood him up twice, and people were bitching about it, and the referee's doing the right thing. You should never be on the ground, but that's a different story. Eileen Chloe wins the last 2 rounds, 29-28. Everyone agrees. Simple. Yeah, not a great fight at all. Exactly what I expected. Chasson would gas out and get laid on. Exactly what happened. No striking at all. Really, Perez landed one decent shot, and that's it. And, yeah, what more can you really say about a fight that was expected to be shit, and it was. So, pretty basic idea there. Yeah, simple. Perez gets the win, moves to 6 in a row, fucking somehow, and, yeah, not really much else to add there to a fight that was expectedly terrible, and, yeah, simple. To talk about fighters, beginning with the winner here now on a 6-fight winning streak, Eileen Perez. How has she won 6 in a fucking row, and the last 4 are actually respectable wins? I keep saying it, man, eventually she has to get respect, and maybe it's finally here. She's not terrible. Is she good? I mean, that's still debatable, but she has to be respected a bit. Yeah, she is really boring. Yes, she has no striking. But she's winning, again, against solid competition. Rosa's good. Edwards is great right now. Chasson is fine. Even Lesniakova is a respectable win, so it's what can you really say? So, I don't know what, how many times she has to keep winning, so, again, I agree they are boring. I'm not really fucking excited to see her fight, but she keeps winning, so, what can you say? She's won 6 in a fucking row. That's insane, man. And again, the last 4 wins are all actually pretty good, so what can you say? I really don't know anymore. Gotta give her, just gotta give her her flowers at this point. It's that simple. And then for the loser here, MGK Macy Chasson. Macy Gun Chasson falling to 3 in a row in the losing column, and the last 6 being, or what would that be? Yeah, 6 would be 2 and 4, which ain't great. Yeah, I think it's time to cut her, for numerous reasons. A, she is 34, soon to be 35. Main reason being you can never trust her to make weight. She's not the most exciting. She's been older. 3 in a row with 3 in a row. I think it'd be fine to cut her at this point, let her go to PFL and lose to Cyborg or whatever. I just don't see the point of keeping her at this point. We know she's not gonna ever do anything at this point in the division. Could she still beat some of the people lower in the division? Yes. I 100% would pick her against fucking Luana Santos and Misha Tate. But outside of them, you already know she's probably gonna miss weight. You already know she's gonna fucking probably lose to every halfway decent fighter. And the fight's not that exciting anyway, so yeah, I don't see a point to keep her, let her walk. She's getting older and gonna and I think PFL actually has featherweight, so that's perfect. Let her go. You're not losing much anymore. Cut your losses and go from there. So you've cut every goddamn ranked heavyweight. Why not ranked, actually deserving to be cut? Chasson, and yeah, there you go. Crazy thing about that, fucking like 2 years ago when she, or fucking even a year ago when she was coming in 2025 on a winning streak, but now lost 3 in a row and looked bad in all of them. I think it's time. Bye bye. That being said, the only thing I have to say now is, who should they fight next? For Eileen, we go to the top 15 for the first time. I think it's one obvious fight, and that'd be Raquel Bennington. I don't see anyone else. Irene would be a step backwards. Truly, Yana, Kellen, and Norma are booked. So, yeah. Pena, we don't know if she's ever going to fight Bennington. It makes sense. Would Eileen win that fight? That's definitely debatable. I would definitely have to consider that fight. And, yeah, makes the most sense. So, do it. Raquel, Eileen. I see no reason not to, so run it. Eileen has earned it, and if she won that fight, could you deny her of a title shot at that point? Book it. Later in the year, Noche. There you go. What a fucking insane fight. Who would have thought Eileen Perez would be earning a top 5 fight? This sport makes no goddamn sense, man. And, yeah, let's do it. Perez, Pennington, book it. That being said, not very much else to be said. For Chasson, again, Cutter, I don't see a point of keeping her around to beat up lower ranked fighters and lose to higher ranked ones. I think she's lost to everyone above her at this point. And, yeah, not very much else to say there. Not a good fight. Eileen did exactly what I thought she would do and lay on her and win like she always does. And, that was about the long and short of that, so who should they fight next? I think Eileen and Raquel Pennington makes the most sense. Again, how she actually earned that, I don't know, but fuck it, book it. Never thought she'd have actually earned that fight. And, yeah, not really too much else to say there. Eileen Perez has won 6 in a row. What more can I say? Most of her wins are boring, I agree, but she is beating a legit competition and should get some respect at this point. Give her Pennington, see how she does. Chasson, Cutter, and, what can you really say? If Eileen Perez beats Raquel Pennington, gotta give her a title shot. And wouldn't that be fucking insane? This point makes no sense, and I will say that again later. And, Eileen Perez has won 6 in a row. Not really much else to say there. Break in the finest degree, but still way better than the Quinones fight. Not really much else to say there. And then we ended the prelims with something I'm not gonna waste a lot of time on because it doesn't goddamn deserve it. As we had in our featured prelim that went as expected and was as pathetic as I think we all knew it would be. We had our featured prelim for whatever fucking reason that was this high or even on the card. Then the prelims, Ryan Gondra versus Jose Medina. Medina gets fucking starched out in 40 seconds. What is there a goddamn say? I'm not gonna waste time here. Medina's a joke, and I still have my doubts if they even cut him. Gondra could not have got an easier fight. Did the bare minimum, which was punching Medina. Lock of the night W, 5-0 now. And for the year, not much else to say. Not what's the point of even Gondra fighting you? He can't fight anyone below him when he can go up. Else his next fight will be his real UFC debut, because what the fuck was this? And, yeah, not really much else to say there. Medina's made legit the worst fighter in UFC history. Gondra did the bare minimum. He punched him like twice. Yeah, it was a bad stoppage. I don't care. What a joke of a prelim. Next. And with that was the prelims. Started off really well. I think these four were really solid. Then it got a bit meh. It was definitely not great here, but the feature prelim was what it was. So the good, the bad, and the ugly, and all of that. And yeah, not a terrible prelims. Better than last week's fucking 9 decisions and 1 finish or whatever. And yeah, what more can you really say? Really good start to prelims. Ended a bit meh, but so decent. And it was a really fun way to lead into the main card. The main card keep the streak going of good fight, or not good fights, but did carry on the momentum. Kind of, not completely, but kind of. So let's talk about it, beginning with our main card opener in the bantamweight division, a fight that should have not went 15 minutes, but somehow did, as we have in our main card opener for UFC Mexico, a fight that should have been like the Gondra fight, but for some reason wasn't. We had Santiago Luna versus Angel Pacheco. How the fuck did this fight go the full 3? What the fuck, Luna? You fucking prick. Somehow this went the full 15. Luna beat the shit out of him for 15 minutes, and that was about that. Not very much I would say. 327 across the board. Simple. And not really impressed with Luna here. Even a bit disappointed, if you would want to be blunt. And yeah, what the fuck was this, man? You should not be going 15 kind of hard minutes for Angel Pacheco. So SMH do better, and yeah, not a lot to say there. Wasn't really that competitive. Pacheco had a moment or two, but nothing crazy. And yeah, that was about that. So simple. Talk about the winners here. The still undefeated 21-year-old Santiago Luna. Yeah, this fight definitely showed that Luna needs a bit more time to develop. He's definitely not ready yet for anyone that great. I definitely think Tyron's a bit more developed than Luna is at their stages of their career. Yeah, Luna just needs a bit more time because, yeah, going 15 minutes with Angel Pacheco is not good. So, well, you beat someone better in your debut, so I don't get it, but whatever. Yeah, just gotta keep building him up slowly. He's definitely not ready for anyone that decent yet. And, yeah, not really a lot to say there. Not super thrilled for the performance, even a bit disappointed, underwhelmed, whatever. And hopefully he can bounce back and get back to being fun, getting finishes, and not whatever the fuck this was. So, yeah, pretty simple. And then for the human punching bag, Angel Pacheco, he was not a great plumber or fighter. He looks like one, he definitely doesn't look like the other. Taking his second L here. I doubt they cut him because he put up a good fight and didn't get finished, so probably give him another fight to get beat up and then cut him, which I'm fine with. He's a good punching bag, about it. Not really talented at all. Yeah, pretty basic. He's give him another fight where he's gonna be a punching bag, and that's about it. So not really much else to say there. Pretty self-explanatory. Yeah, with that being said, not really much more to be said. I'm not gonna give Luna a fight idea after that. A little disappointed. Mainly I looked and didn't find anything. I guess Timmy Kwamba, like that'd be an easy win, but we'll see if they do a fight like that or not. Who knows? And yeah, not really too much else to say there. I'm a bit disappointed. Should've got to finish here. Pacheco is just a fucking punching bag. Shouldn't cut him. Give him one more fight for Luna. Keep building him up slowly because he clearly still needs it. And yeah, not really much more to say there. Not the worst fight, not the best either. Maybe the second most disappointing. And, yeah, not really much else to say there. Pretty self-explanatory. Sure got to finish, god damn it. But someone who did get to finish is our second fight of the main card. My boy did it! And I'm driving this hype train as long as I can, cause man, this guy is him. As we have our second fight of the main card, our first of 3 at flyweight, and easily the best one. We had in our second fight of the main card at flyweight, my boy did it, as we had Emmanuel Rodriguez versus Kevin Boras. Now this is a real start to the main card. This is what we're here to see. In round 1, Borjas hurt Emmanuel bad, dropped him, beat him up, got the round for sure. Even though he ended on bottom, still took the round. But then Emmanuel took over in round 2 against a kind of gassed Borjas, started piecing him up, eventually clipped him, knocked him down, got some ground and pound, and got the win, got the knockout in round 2, as I told y'all. And, yeah, Emmanuel did his thing, got the win, and got the finish, man. This kid is him. This kid is legit, man. I'm telling y'all, I'm fucking telling y'all, you don't listen. Emmanuel is that motherfucker. He showed it here, finishing Boras, and not like Alessandro Costa, who was a leg kick. This was a legit finish. Very good, very fucking fun fight. Good. Wish you block punches better, but still a fun fight. Another great comeback, and what more can you really say? So awesome. That's my boy. Fun round 1, came back in round 2. Real start of the main card. What more can you really say? So pretty basic. To talk about the fighters, are my boy Emmanuel getting his first UFC win, moving to 1-0, keeping his O, and just being that damn good. This kid's legit. Again, I'm driving this hype train. I'm the fucking conductor. If y'all wanna hop on now, you can. This kid gonna be something special. His hands are good. His grappling's good. If he can just block punches a bit better, he'll be fine. And he's that motherfucker. Trust me, he is that damn good. And yeah, he's gonna be one of the ones, man. I keep telling y'all, he's gonna be one of the ones. Got a great win here. Got good durability and comeback. What more can you really say? He's that guy. It's that simple. And yeah, I'm driving this hype train, man. He's gonna be one of the ones. Trust me. And then for the loser here, Peruvian Kev, taking a loss here, moving to 1-4 in the UFC. Mexico is not his happy place now, 1-1 there. Yeah, he's just not had an easy UFC run. When Sumer Darji and Ronaldo Rodriguez are your easiest opponents, I should say a lot. Yeah, he's just not that good. Keep him around, obviously. He can test another prospect. He is really good at doing that. He's really solid at testing prospects. And, yeah, let him keep doing that. Give him at least one more fight to do so. And then go from there. And, yeah, not really much else to say there. He put up a good fight here. Looked really solid. Got the knockdown and all that. Almost got the knockout. Couldn't finish it. But still pretty solid. What more can you really say? And, yeah, give him another fight to test another prospect. Pretty simple. Maybe don't send him to Mexico again. I don't think he wants to go back. So, there you go. With that being said, all you have to say is, who do they fight next? For Emmanuel, the only fight I saw that I could actually be, like, fine with, I think it'd be logical, would be Matt Snow. Would be a good veteran win, would beat him up really easily, get a nice highlight out of it. I think the reason not to do it would it be a step up from Borjas? Probably not, but still makes sense, so do it. It'll be a nice win for Emmanuel, and then you start talking about him getting a little bit closer to the top 15 guys and all that, so just, again, kind of like a lot of fighters on his card, build him up slowly from here, again, I think Emmanuel and Matt Schnell would make sense, so do it. And, yeah, never too much else to say there. For Borjas, again, I wouldn't cut him, give him another fight to, test the prospect and see how he does. Not a lot to say. And, I know how badly they want Peruvians, so maybe keep debatable your best one. And, yeah, pretty basic. That being said, not really much else to be said. Good win for Emmanuel. He's my boy. I'm driving his hype train as far as I can. And just block punches better, please. Not much else to say there. I think Matt Schnell would make a lot of sense for his next fight. Don't see any reason not to do it. And, yeah, run it. Not really much else to say. We'll see if they keep Peruvian Kev around. Again, I say they should, but we'll see. And, yeah, Emmanuel, man, he's good. He's really fucking good. And, I think I keep saying he's gonna be one of them ones. We'll see how good this age is. He's gonna be one of the guys. And, just wait. Just fucking wait, so not really much else to say there. Great finish, great fight, great comeback for my boy. Choo choo, motherfuckers. Hype train is going. And then a fight that lost all of its hype pretty quickly, because what the fuck was this? This was a complete clown show, as we had in our third fight of the main card. Easily the worst fight on the card in general, because nothing goddamn happened. We had the most disappointing fight of the card easily, because this was meant to be fun. What the fuck was this? As we had in our third fight of the main card, the worst fight on the card, most disappointing fight on the card, and one that really took a lot of wind out of the sails of this card. We had in our third fight of the main card, Edgar Chairez versus Felipe Boonies. What the fuck happened here? Why was this fight fucking terrible? Edgar, what happened? Why did you fight like a fucking bitch? Fighting like a bitch. Boonies. In round one, he sat on Edgar's back and did about nothing at all. Boring as fuck. Round 2 and 3, Chairez was able to keep standing and win pretty soundly because he did more on the feet. Clear 29-28 for Chairez. 2 judges agreed, and Chairez got the nod. Yeah, this fight was fucking terrible. Yeah, I would say easily the worst fight on the card. Judges got it right at least, which is good, but yeah, what the fuck happened here? Round 1 was literally, I don't know how that's allowed to just waste a round doing nothing. Round 2 and 3, they were on the feet. They weren't striking each other, but they were on the feet doing nothing. And yeah, Edgar did the bare minimum of more to get the win. And yeah, what the fuck happened here? I don't get it, but it's what it is. And yeah, terrible fight. Pretty self-explanatory. Easily the worst fight on the card, which I would never thought I would say about Edgar fucking Chairez. So what the fuck happened? Should talk about the fighters, being with the winner, Edgar Chairez, getting his third win in the UFC when he's not fighting guys named Van and Taira. I still think he's good, even though this performance was really fucking lame. And hopefully he can bounce back and look like Edgar Chairez again after this, because no one wants to see this version of Edgar Chairez. We want to see the one we saw against Arceda and Van and fucking Vergara. So don't fucking fight like this again, motherfucker. We know how fun you can be. Don't fucking perform like it. What the fuck was this, man? Do better. And then for the loser here, Felipe Boonies. Yeah, he's terrible. I don't know a simpler way to put it. He should probably learn how to fight instead of just rubbing his nuts on the back, on Chairez's lower back. 36 years old, more than 3 in the UFC. I doubt they cut him yet. I hope they do, because I'm more than okay with not seeing an Felipe Boonies fight again, but we'll see. And, yeah, he's terrible. Simple. What else is there to really fucking say there? only thing I have to say now is, who should I fight next? For Shirez, an idea that not popped up, but I saw that I didn't hate, as crazy as it might sound. I'm kind of down to see him fight Taguirre Ulanbekov. I think that'd be kind of intriguing. Like, I'm not seeing much else, like Clayton Carpenter, but that'd be a fight backwards almost. So, Shirez and Taguirre would be kind of fun. I think that would be intriguing. Outside of that, I'm just not seeing a lot here, or in the division when I looked. So it's like, what are you gonna have him fight? Goddamn, I don't know, like fucking Kaya Sakura, Reyes Ruda. It's like, there's not a lot of fucking Jose Ochoa. Like, those fights where don't make a lot of sense. So I kind of like the Taguirre idea. Taguirre is ranked, I think, number 12 right now. Like, coming off a loss, not known for showing up to fights or being active. I wouldn't be against it. So yeah, I don't know. I think it's definitely an idea to think about, and we'll see if the UFC decides to do that. So I doubt it, but you never know. You truly never know. So we'll see. And yeah, maybe after a performance like this, it's unlikely, but we'll see. So, I don't have much else to say there. For Boonies, again, I doubt they cut him, but I would not be upset if they did. And then, again, for Shirez, don't show up like this again. I blame Boonies for round 1. Obviously, I blame Felipe for round 1, but round 2 and 3, you both fucking suck. And Shirez, you shouldn't be doing that. You are better than this. So fucking perform like a dickhead. Yeah, hopefully you do in your next fight again. If I have had to say an idea, I kind of like the Taguirre Ulanbekov idea. We'll see if they do that. And yeah, not really too much else to say there. So don't perform like this again. We want to see the fun Edgar Shirez, not whatever the fuck this was. And yeah, not really too much else to say there. So very self-explanatory. Not much else to say. Worst fight of the night. Never thought it'd be Edgar Shirez, but I don't know what the fuck happened. And then maybe the most frustrating fight of the night, which is a fucking lot to win that award, but yeah, I think this idiot took that award in stride, as we had in our featured bout of the main card. Maybe the most frustrating fighter on the roster, to be honest, as we had in our featured bout of the main card, my first L of the card. God damn it, I was so close to a perfect night. As we had in our featured bout and the most frustrating fight of the night, we had King Green versus Daniel Zellhuber. Fucking Daniel Zellhuber, man, I swear to fucking God, I hate this motherfucker. In round 1, Bobby did good work, able to be a better striker and kind of just play with Zellhuber. Zellhuber did kind of alright towards the end of the round, but probably too little too late. And then round 2 started, and he just had nothing for Green. Bobby pieced him up, hurt him, eventually dropped him, got the knockout. Herb tried to see Zellhuber die out there, and eventually he called it. Bobby gets the win, and yeah, Daniel Zellhuber's a fucking idiot. So I don't know what else I can really add there. Yeah, good job, Daniel, you fucking bitch. I just gotta talk about this idiot now. This motherfucker, Daniel Zellhuber, has now lost back-to-back fights to 39-year-olds when he was like minus 500. What the fuck is wrong with you? How do you pull that off? I don't even care if you won every fight before that. You need to be cut. He's on the chopping block. Cut him. I don't give a fuck. He sucks. What the fuck? MJ was understandable to an extent. What the fuck happened here? You got bitched out by back-to-back 39-year-old. Get the fuck out of here. You suck. The only thing anyone will ever remember from you is the Esteban Rebovic's fight. Yeah, you probably did win that fight. I don't give a damn. Cut his bitch ass, you dumb son of a bitch. And, good riddance. You fucking bitch, man. You're great as 39-year-old. How fucking weird. How pathetic. Ugh. And here, King Green doing his thing, looking like Bobby Green again. After that pitiful Lance Gibson performance, back on track, looking like Bobby Green, still doing his thing at 40, after, 53 MMA fights at this point. Good on him, man. What more can you really say? And, this man might never retire, he might just be doing this forever, so, good on him. With that being said, the only thing left to be said is, who should they fight next? For King Green, I kinda like the idea of him and Mateusz Rebovski. I don't know why, but I think that'd be a really weird fight. But it could also be really fucking fun. Rebovski, known for taking punches. Bobby Green, known for talking. That'd be fun. I would kind of be down to see that, so... Green and Rebovski? Why not? I don't see a reason not to do that, so... Yeah, run it, why not? So, yeah, about as simple as you can get there. For the Huber, again, fucking cut him. I don't know another way to put it. He's a fucking idiot. It's that simple. And, yeah, what a fucking bitch. That being said, good one for Bobby Green. Looking at Bobby Green again, getting the nice win here. And, who should they fight next time? Again, I think King Green and Rebovski would be really fun. As crazy as that fight would be, book it, why not? I see no reason not to. And, yeah, what more can you really say? So, Daniel Huber's kryptonite is 39-year-olds who just school him every time. So, good riddance. And for King Green, good win, never aging, still doing his thing. And let's see if he can get past Rebovski. I think that'd be a banger. He'll do it. Not really much more to say there. Daniel Huber's a fucking idiot. Good riddance. So, actually, if he goes to PFL, he's really fucked, because all they have is, 39-year-old former UFC guys. So, maybe don't go there, but get the fuck out of here, you bitch. And then, after that, main event of the evening. Don't need to waste much time here, because this fight was everything we all knew it would be. As we had in the co-main event of the evening in the bantamweight division. A fight that went exactly as I think anyone with a brain thought it would. We had in the co-main at bantamweight, David Martinez versus Marlon Vera. I'm so shocked that Martinez easily won the first 2 rounds, and then Cheeto actually tried in round 3 and lost the decision. Shocker. Who would have ever fucking thunk it? Yep, it was your atypical Cheeto fight. Martinez wins the first 2 rounds. Cheeto tries in round 3, wins the round, but it's too little, too late, and then is upset when he doesn't get the decision. Shocker. Yeah, what the fuck am I meant to say here? It was everything we knew it would be. Simple. Not a great fight at all. I think the Luna fight was probably better. And, yeah, not much to say here. It was exactly what we all knew it would be. To talk about the fighters, getting off the winner here, then Martinez, getting another easy win in UFC, moving to 3-0 now. I'm intrigued to see how he looks when he's not fighting old layups like Cheeto and Font, so that's going to be interesting. I'm kind of worried because he did not look phenomenal here. His cardio did kind of fail him at the end, but we'll see if that can get better. He's a clean striker, fine grappling. He's solid. He's a solid fighter, and yeah, what more can you say? You got handed a layup here. You won exactly how you should have won this fight. And, what more can you really say? So, pretty self-explanatory. Decent prospect. We'll see how he does against the higher level guys, which I am a little worried about. And, yeah, pretty basic. Not much else to say. And then before we tell you what's gonna happen here, he's gonna bitch and cry how he got robbed for, we'll say, about a week or two. And he's gonna go into camp, say, I'm going to change, come back, fight exactly the same, lose, and then get cut, hopefully. So, yeah, we've seen the best of Cheeto, with more than much to go off of. He's not gonna change his style ever. He's not gonna start fighting till round 3. And, yeah, he's done. So I wish they cut him now, but they won't. They'll give him one more fight, and then hopefully cut him after that. And, yeah, not really too much else to say there. So, pretty self-explanatory. Next, we already know what we're getting with Cheeto. Same shit every fucking time. And with that being said, I only leaves one thing left to be said, and that is, who should they fight next? For the winner, David Martinez, moving up to number 9 in the division. I think the really only option here would be Song Yadong. Hear me out. Figgy's gonna fight Mario, more than likely. Sahabi should fight Corey. And these guys are obviously busy doing their own thing. So, and obviously he's not gonna fight down, so that leaves not a lot of options. So why not Song? Song's right there, coming off a loss, even though he should have won. A loss, I guess. And, yeah, Song and David on an Apex main event. Why not? I'd pick Song to win, to be honest. But it'd be interesting. I'd be down to see it. Yeah, I just don't see where Song would fit in anywhere else. So, do it. Why not? Not really, much more to say there. So, yeah, why not? Dave Martinez, Song Yadong. Yeah, it could be on that fucking Macau card later in the year, so we'll see. And, yeah, not really much else to say there. With that being said, not very much else to be said for Cheeto. Again, sadly, they probably won't cut him yet, so give him one more fight to do what he always does. And then cut him for David. Good one here. Again, I think him and Song Yadong would make a lot of sense, so do it. Could be a fun main event. And, yeah, we'll really see if the kid's that legit or not, so not really too much else to say there. Not a great fight, very predictable, went exactly as I thought it would. And, yeah, not very much else to add there, so. Lame co-main, Cheeto's in Cheeto. David did his thing. What seems like Song Yadong. And, yeah, not really too much else to say there. Exactly what anyone smart would have expected. But I can't say the same thing for the main event here, because God was I wrong in every side. As we had finally the main event of the evening. Yeah, I could not have been more wrong if I tried. As we had in the main event of the evening, at flyweight, a fight that looked like a foregone conclusion, but oh, was I wrong in that conclusion. As we had in our main event of the evening, the biggest upset of 2026, and I don't think that's gonna change. We had in the main event to end off a night in Mexico like no one would have thought we would have been ending it. We had in the main event Lonnie Kavanagh versus Brandon Moreno. He fucking did it. He really fucking did it. What can I say? I'm still speechless. Lonnie schooled Moreno. I don't even say that sarcastically. I think these scorecards are wrong. I had a 50-45. I schooled Moreno. Moreno had literally nothing for him. The simplest way I can recap this: round 1 and 2, Lonnie all day. Round 3 through 5, Moreno's only offense was holding him on the cage doing nothing. Lonnie 50-45'd him. I don't know how you give Moreno a round. He didn't do anything. Lonnie won this fight in every fucking sense of the word, in any criteria you could ever fucking use. So, there's no fucking world Moreno should have got a round here, and he definitely didn't win the fight. I'm happy the judges got that right at least. But, wow, he fucking did it. I cannot fucking believe Lonnie schooled him. It wasn't some fucking close fight. It wasn't a knockout. He schooled him on short notice, and he looked better over 5 rounds in deep waters. I don't even know what to fucking say. I truly fucking don't know what to say. I'm still speechless that Lonnie went out there and schooled him. It's one of the biggest upsets I've ever fucking seen. Like, I can't fucking believe it. I could not have been more wrong, and I'm not gonna say that, like, I made a bad pick. Everyone pretty much was wrong here, and that's understandable, because who the fuck would have thought this was gonna happen? So, wow. Fucking wow. What can I even fucking say? This kid's phenomenal. This fucking kid is phenomenal. He just came in on short notice off a loss and schooled a former champion, one of the best fighters in the division's history, in his backyard, in his hood. Are you fucking kidding me, man? I can't fucking believe it. It was not fluky or anything like that. He beat his ass. Again, I had a 50-45, and I was picking Moreno with every bit of confidence you can fucking have. So, wow. Fucking wow. Lonnie Kavanagh already in talks for Fighter of the Year, Comeback Fighter of the Year, whatever term you want to fucking use, both. Wow. I don't even know what to say, so... Upset, one of the biggest upsets of all time. Biggest upset 2026, and I'm waiting to see it be beaten, because I don't see how it could. So... wow, is all I can fucking say, so... insane. That's fucking insane. Underdogs are winning main events, man. 3 of the 5. Gaethje, Strickland, Lonnie. The only ones were Mario and fucking Volk to actually win, so... as favorites. How fucking insane, man. This is why we love this sport. Truly. Shit like this is why we love the sport. And then, the elephant in the room, Brandon. Yeah, he's washed. He's still a good fighter. Obviously, there's no fucking duh about that. He's still good, he's still a top 15 guy, he would still beat 90% of the division, no shit. But yeah, he's washed. Taira was one thing, that was a bad stoppage, whatever. What the fuck happened here? Like, this was worse than the Royval fight, the second one. Like, that fight, okay, fine, whatever, it doesn't make a lot of sense, but sure. What the fuck happened here, man? I'm fucking shocked with how this is the worst Brandon Moreno I've ever looked. He fought, in the first 2 rounds, he got beat up in the last 3 rounds, he fought like Mario Batista, which was fucking sad. Like, he fought like a bitch, and he got beat like a bitch. It's the end of Moreno, man. I don't know who the best Mexican fighter is at this point. Like, Grasso's not doing great right now, and she might lose to Macy. Moreno's done, Yair sucks, but fucking Diego, who's not even Mexican. Fucking Irania doesn't fight. Like, you're really grasping at straws now. David Martinez, it truly might be, because it ain't Brando anymore. He's very washed, and yeah, he doesn't have a lot of fights left in him. I would say maybe 2 to 3. He'll get back on track, I would hope. But yeah, this throws a monkey wrench into everything in that division now. Like, I think I can agree. I think a lot of people could agree with me here. You're like, okay, Brandon win. He fights Koji. What the fuck are you gonna do now? So everything has been turned upside down here, and wow, fucking Brandon, man, washed. And he's only 32, but he's been fighting forever, and yeah, he just ain't the same guy anymore. So how fucking insane, man. Wow. He's now 1-3-1 in Mexico. That only win was against Ursig, and most people, well, not most, but stupid people think that was a robbery. So, this dude just cannot perform in Mexico. I do not understand it. There you go. How Brandon Moreno's washed and he fought like a bitch. This is a sad day in MMA, man. How crazy. I guess the only thing I have to say, and god again, did a monkey wrench get thrown into this. Who do they fight next? For Lonnie, well, you're now going to be number 6, and I think it only makes sense. You should fight the other Brandon. I think Royval, I think it'd make the most sense. I thought that Brandon was going to fight Asu, because Moreno was going to win and do his thing. But now, why not? Brandon, Lonnie, later in the year in London? Why the fuck not? There's no reason not to do it. Like, we're literally seeing the old lightweight division crumble. Canto just gone. Fucking Moreno's done. Royval's getting done. At this point, like, Tim Elliott's gonna just be there forever, but, you know. So the big 3 of the division from 2 years ago are gone. Van, Kopp, Taira, Horiguchi, now Lonnie, taken over, which is fucking insane, man. Yeah, Lonnie, Royval, I'm picking Lonnie in that fight after tonight, and what more can you say? And then for Brandon, probably Alex Perez would make the most sense to fight. Amir can fight Asu, I guess. Who knows? Tim Elliott has a fight booked. Who fucking knows who against? Yeah, let's do Perez and Moreno. I think that'd make a lot of sense. Moreno should get back on track with that fight, but truly who knows after how he looked here. And, yeah, how fucking insane Brandon Moreno's gonna be, like, here in the rankings. And Lonnie Kavanagh's gonna be at number 6. What the fuck is this sport, man? I don't know what to say anymore. There you go. God, have this division been turned upside down and made interesting a lot over the last 3 months. How crazy. And with that being said, not really much else to be said. Wow. What a fucking shocker. One of the biggest upsets I've ever watched live. Who should I fight next for Lonnie? Again, I think Royval would make the most sense. Got fucking English. Kopp can fight Horiguchi. Obviously, we'll see what happens with Van and Taira. Moreno can fight Perez. Balbazi can fight Almabayev. And Tim Elliott, we'll see what old man does, since he'll just be in the same spot forever. So, how insane. And, yeah, Lonnie Kavanagh is not just beat Brandon Moreno. And this ain't a slight to Lonnie thing, it's enough. Like, he's good. He shouldn't be this fucking good yet. After just losing. Not even a year ago. I think it's been 6 months. Like, what the fuck, man? I'm fucking speechless, truly. And, Lonnie fucking Kavanagh, man. Well, it seems like Brandon Royval now. Can you take out the other one? Who, I think Royval might be more washed than Moreno at this point, so I'm picking Lonnie to beat Royval every day of the week as of right now. And let's see that later in the year. Moreno Perez makes sense for Moreno to hopefully get back on track. And I don't know what to say anymore. How fucking insane. One of the biggest upsets I've ever watched live. I can't fucking believe it, and I am still goddamn speechless. And the fight was actually pretty good, if I didn't say that, so, decent fight. Not really much else I can say. And with that being said, boom, that's a recap to go right in on picks. I went 11 of 13, 8 perfect, 850, the best I've done in a long time. One Go Milk, the other site I might put, one of the 3 I put picks on. WLG I finished, 78th? 76. So yeah, made some good calls. Submission here. Knockout in the second here. So those were my two best ones. And hell yeah, I didn't get 8 right this time. So now for the first 5 cards of the year, I've won 8, 8, 8, 8, 11. I don't fucking get it either, but there you go. The bonuses for the card went to Lonnie and Emmanuel, performance bonus, and Fight the Night to Taran Ernesta. I agree with all of those. Bobby Green probably should have got a bonus as well, but whatever, not a big deal. If you missed the card, what should I say? You should go back and rewatch. I would say Pinas, Marshall, Taran, Reyes, Gondra, I guess it's short, Emmanuel, Green, and the main event. I would skip Quinones, Perez, Luna if you want. It's not that great of a fight. Shirez for sure, and Cheeto. So Luna's the only one that's kind of debatable. If you want to see that, go ahead, but it's nothing special. Just skip the rest, trust me. So there you go. And I guess that'll leave us with our favorite segment of all, the chopping block, and we have our biggest list for the year so far. After this card, we have at least 4 names, if not more. Eric Silva, bye-bye. Chris Moutinho, bye-bye. Macy Chasson, bye-bye. Jose Medina, you should have already been gone. And Daniel Huber. I would say those 5 for sure need to go. Then Schultz, obviously not. Inesta, no. Douglas, that's a tough one. I could see it, but I could also see them being generous. I would say keep them. Pacheco, keep. Borjas, keep. Boonies, probably keep. Cheeto, keep. And Moreno, keep. So there's a few they could cut as well, but I think so. Huber, Chasson, Moutinho, and Silva are the biggest ones. And I want to say Medina as well, but again, I don't even know if they actually are going to cut him, so who knows there. I have my doubts about them cutting Chasson, fucking Zo Huber, but they should. And, yeah, 5 heads on the block this week. You'll love to see it. And finally, the final thing to say for the card, as always, is, what would I rate it? What did I think of it? This is tough. It's definitely the best card. But what would I rate it? I actually paused the recording to think. I'm on a 6.8 out of 10. I thought it was fun. I think, again, easily the best card of the year so far. First card to get above a 5.9. I think we've had 3 cards in the 5s and 1 card in the 4s. And then this is our first out of the really mid territory. I'm giving it a 6.8 out of 10. I thought it was very solid, very enjoyable. Outside of Cheeto, Shirez, Perez, and Quinones, everything else was fine. Even Luna was whatever, and I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. I can't go to a 7. I don't think it's a 7 level card, but I don't think it's a 5 either. I'm going to 6.8. And if you're just too high, I don't think you watched the card, buddy. So I'm going to 6.8. I enjoyed it, and I told you this card had a high ceiling and a low floor. It then hit its ceiling fully, but didn't get far from it. I enjoyed it. 6.8 out of 10. Highest card this year. There you go. And yeah, with that being said, that's about that. Everything, did all the main points, did everything I could think of. UFC Mexico within the books, a card that was a miracle to even happen. Done, and now we head back to the States for a pay-per-view. First one in a while, UFC 326, Oliveira, Holloway, BMF. See what happens there. That card is a BMF card, so it's a little bit weak, but it's not awful. And see what happens. Fun night in Mexico, crazy upset, fun card. I enjoyed it. What else can you say? If you didn't enjoy this card and you watched all of it, I would love to hear why, because I don't know why you would not enjoyed it. And I did, and there you go. So, yeah, let's now head back to T-Mobile Arena, that UFC's favorite place on earth, for some BMF action. Kyle DeRitter, Dober Johnson, Raul Rosas, which probably should have been on this card, and etc., etc. Cody Garbrandt on the prelims, and see what happens. So, we'll be talking about that card breakdown-wise Friday and recap-wise Sunday, as always. Video-wise, stream-wise, obviously tonight I'll do the hangover for UFC Mexico, and then Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, streamed, of course, for normal, as always, shorts. I'll probably have one out later today for the released fighters in February, and then normal Monday too, and then da-da-da-da-da, so be ready for that. And, yeah, not really too much else to say there. Not like any of those are going to be watched anyway, but wishful thinking. Hey, this is the shortest breakdown or recap so far this year, which should say a lot, or at least a recap. And, yeah, I think that's about that, man. I enjoyed this card. I'm happy to be saying that. I'm happy to be calling a card decent, and actually being pretty happy after a card. And, see what next week brings. BMF card, always interesting for usually the wrong reason. It's usually weak, and main event is very hit or miss. Usually hit, I guess. We'll see. And, yeah, not much else to say there. With that being said, I think the only thing left to be said is, of course, as always, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, subscribe to it, so we go by the end of 2026. And as always, unless I'm going to say something which I won't believe I am, let's head back to the States after a fun trip to Mexico by saying, as always, RX out. Good vibes only. And